Hi, I would like to show you this somewhat finalized demo of my integration of RLN, ZKPassport, and Waku. And why I say somewhat finalized is basically for two reasons. One reason is that I had to tweak and redeploy RLN contracts on Sepolia, not linear Sepolia, where they live right now for the Waku network. And the reason for that is that A, I needed to change the contracts a bit, and I needed ZKPassport contracts, which are deployed on Sepolia, and linear Sepolia does not support them right now. I was going to deploy them there, but linear Sepolia has an incompatible EVM, some older version of EVM compared to Sepolia itself, and so I couldn't do that. And second part of the story is that I cannot register RLN membership set from JSWaku at the moment, because I cannot compute the ID commitment or some other proofs or some other hashes and proofs because of some bug that is being resolved and fixed as we speak. So it will be possible to integrate that full flow soon. But right now we're going to just submit a fake ID commitment, a random number kind of, and we'll use that to show that it will be possible. So now here I'm going to connect my wallet, a pretty standard flow. And then you can see a few things. You can see my wallet, but you can also see this submit transaction via self or Waku. And now this means that you can either submit the RLN registration transaction yourself, which obviously is less error prone. There is no communication over Waku. It's just I am submitting a transaction with some proofs from ZKPassport. And so I have to pay the gas, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Or I want to be more private and I want to be more kind of less connected to that RLN membership set. And so I can use Waku. So I will send a message over Waku. It will send the proofs to some backend node. Let's call it a backend node. And the backend node will submit it on chain after verifying that the proof is actually valid. So here I'm going to just pick some commitment. Oh, that this ID commitment, which is a number, which is hash, which is a number. This one is taken. So I'm going to just try like 8. Yeah, it's valid and available, and I need to generate the proof. So now I'm taking my phone and I am scanning this QR code with a ZKPassport app. I need to figure out how to combine these two situations, but you can see something is happening. The state has changed. Now it's, instead of a QR code, we see the spinning circle and the proof is being generated. I am using an old phone for this, and so it's quite slow. So it's currently on like 50%. It's going to take a few more minutes, few more seconds to finalize this, and then send it over a WebSocket back to that browser window. And so this is a special kind of proof, because normally the proofs generate a bit faster, but here this is some kind of a compressed proof to be then also verified on chain through the contracts that ZKPassport has deployed. So it takes a bit longer generate this proof than what I showed in the last demo, basically. So now we are at 82%, and we should be done in actually a couple seconds now. So once we get the proof back, which has been verified, that proof basically gives you a unique identifier. It's a proof of personhood, so it generates a unique identifier per application, so that I can prove. And if I regenerate the proof, it will have the same unique identifier. So I can prove that I am a unique person, but upon regeneration, it will get the same identifier. So now I can use that to register my RLN membership, basically. And it says identifier is unique, so it's not yet registered. So I can proceed with registering or the registration. So I click register RLN membership. It says submitting transaction, which is not true, but it publishes a message to Waku. And then it says backend will submit transaction, whatever that means, obviously. So if I go to terminal, it's pretty small, but you don't need to read it. It's just the proof printed out. The transaction is being sent back and forth. And here the backend actually replied with the transaction ID that it submitted. And we can go here to the Sepolia Explorer, and we can make it bigger. We can see that this wallet, which is not the wallet that you can see here, obviously, has submitted a call or a transaction towards this contract, which is my custom contract, verifying the zero knowledge proofs. And so it called this function and a bunch of data, obviously, and we decode the input. Well, at the end of it, we will see the number 8, which was the ID commitment that we chose, and that we gave ourselves rate limit 100. And then this is the information for the proof. And that's basically it. That's the whole story. If it worked the way it was supposed to work, we would be submitting an actual ID commitment, and by having this, we would be able to verify that our RLN membership is valid, and so we could download that credential for RLN membership set and use it with Waku, for example, right? And then if I go here, and we could do it over again with the self, and the only difference would be that the message would not be published over Waku, but it would actually be submitted from my wallet. So imagine if I don't have a wallet with any ETH in it, then this is my best bet, I guess. And then if you consider chains like StatusL2, which is gasless, then not even the provider of this service would have to pay the gas. And so it would be very easy to get an RLN membership set for myself completely privately, anonymously, just by proving a personhood through ZKPassport. So thank you for watching the demo. I will attach the links to the repos and to the changes I've made to the RLN contracts, and hope this is useful, and hope that we can actually integrate it into RLN and into Waku, and then make it very easy for you to obtain some small RLN rate limit membership set for free. Thank you very much. Have a good day.